The legend himself, Mr. Jose Aldo, taking on Pedro Munoz. Jose at 135. He's starting to look even better.
Yeah.
He I thought the first round was very close, and it could have gone either way. I probably would have given it to Jose, but it was close. But man, he does not kick like he used to.
Nope.
He still doesn't.
He did.
And when he did, look how effective it was, especially in the third round when all of a sudden, man, he's taking him off of his feet, taking him off balance, all those shots, and then his hands were fast. And when he decided to go into multiple shot combinations, oh my God, just accurate, beautifully done, didn't take any damage at all in those. Just, what do you say for a guy that, he's not that old, man, 34 years of age. He's going to be 35 coming up, but he's been around forever, and he's fought everybody. Just take a look at his last 5 fights.
It's crazy.
I mean, who's he got? Last 5 fights: Volkanovski, Marlon Moraes, Peter Yan, Marlon Vera, and then Pedro Munoz. Not bad.
Yeah. He's a stud. I mean, the King of Rio. Like, that's what you just got to call him. When people talk about who is the best fighter. They can't say
King of the Streets. Marco Huis be pissed off.
But he's the King of Rio, man. When I look at the best fighters that have ever come out of Brazil, he's the number one guy. I know people want to say Anderson Silva. No, I'm sorry. It's Jose Aldo. He was the longest reigning champion in that weight class. That weight class is a dog weight class in terms of there's been killers that come through there. I've loved and respect what Anderson Silva has done throughout his career, but that level of competition that he has fought is nowhere near the level that Jose Aldo has fought over the span of which he's fought. It's been impressive, man. And I'm not trying to take anything away from Anderson Silva, but Jose Aldo, if I talk about the best fighter to come out of Brazil, it's him. I mean, outside of, you say Royce, because Royce is the one that helped start all this. But I would say Jose Aldo, man. Like, he's just
Royce started it. He wasn't the best fighter.
No, he wasn't the best fighter, but I'm saying you got to still tip your hat to the guy and be like, hey, we all have this sport because, you and your family helped do this.
That's
but
right.
You got to remember those people. But with him, it was very apparent as soon as the kicks started coming on, mainly in the third round. He had one or two in the second that turned Munoz
Pedro
around a little bit, kind of lost his balance. Those were great. Yeah. But the third round, they really kept him up, really picked up. I think that's really what dominated that round. And it showed, if you put your kicks together with your hands, shit, man. I think there's a lot of people that whole top group of fighters got to be concerned. He got away from the kicks for a long period of time in his career, and whether it's an injury or whatever else it is he was dealing with, but he needs to get back on it because they changed the way he fights. And now with that calf kick, changing the game with his power and the speed in which he possesses in his kicks, it's money. It's just it's easy. It's it feels like it's just slim pickings for him. Just kick the leg and throw the hands, or throw the hands and finish with the kick. Yep. I mean, he's just so good, so fast. And I want to see him make another run for this title.
Yeah. And that's what he wants. And I think he's actually got a chance at it now. Obviously the guys that are sitting on top, they're all damn good, And
can you pull up the rankings, Dave, for 135?
There you go.
Peter Yan, TJ Dillashaw, and Corey Sandhagen. Rob Font is ahead of him. And you look at all those guys, he wants TJ Dillashaw. And obviously that's not going to be for a while, as TJ had the knee surgery we know of, but I don't know how he's doing.
He said it's a quick recovery, though. It was the LCL, I believe. He said only a 3-month turnaround. So he should be able to fully train. He's got to wear I saw him last night with the crutches and the knee brace. He's got to wear that for about 8 to 10 weeks. Then after that, he can start, walking around, being more mobile. And he said probably within 3 or 4 months, he should be able to be full back to training. I'm like, all right, just take it easy, man. You're not a spring chicken anymore. So just take it easy, get back into training nice and slow. I think he's just chomping at the bit, being away for 2 years, coming back and then having to deal with this. So I think he's got more of a problem with his eye, though, because he's got a ton of scar tissue. He's had 4 or 5 cuts on that one eye, in the last probably couple of years, and so you could just see the difference in scar tissue. John, when I was sitting next to him last night, you could see the difference in scar tissue just on that one side. So he's going to have it. Like he said, he's going to see a plastic surgeon, I think, in the next couple of weeks is what he was talking about, to try and have it removed or worked out.
That is what I would suggest. They can take and smooth that down and make a big difference, because if you go in there with heavy scar tissue, it doesn't have any, collagen or elasticity to it. Look at that. That's a big word for me. But, and so when it gets hit, instead of actually stretching, it tears. And that's going to be a problem. That last one he had against Corey, that was straight up and down. That was a good one.
I saw the stitches last night, and I saw the cut originally before they stitched it up, but then I saw the stitch line last night. It actually almost went into his eyelid.
That's why I'm
surprised the doctor didn't stop it.
The fact that they let him go, I was very impressed because of where it was at. Yeah, going down. So, but if you take a look and be honest, I don't think Corey Sandhagen's a good fight for Jose.
No.
I don't think that's a fight that.
I don't think Rob Fought's a good fight for him either.
Okay, I agree, but TJ is a good fight for him. I think that's a good matchup. That's a good choice by him. I think that's a smart call out. That's one I think the UFC would actually do. Champion versus champion, ex-champion versus ex-champion, and I don't think obviously you've got the Peter Yan is not part of the equation. I don't think that's someone that he should be fighting right now again, because Peter's going to be fighting Aljamain. So, but. I think he made the right call out.